was taking a session yesterday with a guy,
Hmm. Hmm.
and he asked a question
Hmm.
like, "Could you please tell me what is the difference between fluency and accuracy?" Because I used to
Yeah.
think like fluency means like, ma'am, a person speaks fast, so this is the
Yeah.
fluency. But I realized that this was my misconception, because the according to
Hmm.
my opinion, like fluency means if we are saying anything, if we convey
Hmm.
our idea in prominent manner,
Hmm.
in articulate
Hmm.
manner, and the
Hmm.
other person is able to understand, I think
Hmm.
this is the fluency.
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, ma'am. I'm doing great. Thank you so much for
Okay.
asking. How are you, ma'am?
Mm-hmm. I'm also doing good. Thank you so much for asking. So I believe this is our first interaction together, right?
Yes, ma'am. This is our first session.
Okay. Right. And you have done one session before this.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. This is my
Right.
second session
Okay.
of Englishyaari.
Second session. Okay, that's wonderful. So I would really love to know a little bit about yourself. So do you mind giving me a short introduction?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
My name is Vishal Sen. I am
Mm-hmm.
from Madhya Pradesh, district Ratlam,
Mm-hmm.
and I have done my graduation in Bachelor's of Arts, and I have been working in police department since 2014.
Hmm.
That's all about me, ma'am.
Right. Okay. Okay. That's wonderful. Thank you so much for that brief introduction. So, do you want me to tell something about myself?
Yes, ma'am. I know about yourself.
Okay, then I won't go into much details. Then I just would say that I am Ananya, as you can see on the screen, and I belong to Kolkata. And I have been working as a communication expert since the last 5.5 years. And I really like helping people out as much as possible. So that's more or less about me. So
Yes, ma'am.
yeah,
Yes.
since you know about me, I won't go into further details. Okay, right, Mr. Vishal. Now tell me, what are the problems that you generally face when it comes to speaking in English?
And while speaking, I make a little bit of grammatical mistakes, so that's why I
Hmm.
thought this is the good platform. And
Hmm.
if while speaking, if I make any mistake, so you can correct me. This is the only
Hmm.
reason, ma'am.
Okay,
Because
okay,
I know,
understandable.
like,
Hmm.
I know all the grammar rules, like what is the noun parts of
Okay.
speech, what is the noun, pronoun, adjective. But while speaking, I make some little bit mistakes, so that's why I'm here, ma'am.
Hmm. Okay, I understand completely. Do you have any, doubt about any element or any component about of grammar, like articles you don't understand or tense, or not even understand? You make the most mistakes in this area. Is there any component like that?
No, ma'am, I can't say I make lots of mistakes, but
Hmm.
while speaking, like you can see me if I'm making any
Hmm.
mistakes. I can't tell you I am weak in this portion, but
Hmm.
most of the time, like we can say, my problem is the pronunciation problem. You can say, because most of the
Right.
time I pronounce some I mispronounced the word. Like
Hmm.
the last
Hmm.
session I had
Hmm.
taken with Shruti ma'am, and
Right.
I
Hmm.
had committed 3 to 4 mistakes. Like you can say flabbergasted. I have told, but she told me this is not correct pronunciation. You have to
Yeah.
say flabbergasted, and
Flabbergasted. Yes.
like permanent, not permanent, permanent,
Permanent.
perfect, not
Yes.
perfect, perfect.
Perfect.
So this type of
Yes.
things, yes,
Right. So yeah, you are basically putting more emphasis on the R word. So the R sound, not word, but yeah. So I understand that that's something that Indians do a lot. But generally, if we have to follow, especially the British pronunciation system, the R is a little less emphasized. Like they don't say water, they say water. So like that. So
yes, ma'am.
perfect, permanent. So yeah, I think you'll probably learn those on the way. Don't worry at all. So I will keep that in mind. I'll keep the pronunciation part in mind, so that if there is something that I feel like you are not pronouncing correctly, I will make sure that I tell you more about it. Okay.
Okay, okay,
So
ma'am.
what we can do is, since you have difficulties with pronouncing, we can start today's class with a small reading session where I'll be sharing a part of the notes that you have received for today's class. You just have to read that passage out for me, and I'll see if you are facing difficulties with certain words. Is that fine?
Okay, okay, ma'am. Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
I'll
I
just
have one doubt.
yeah.
Before going to start, I have a little
Yeah,
bit
yeah.
doubt. Like
Hmm.
I was taking a session yesterday with a guy,
Hmm. Hmm.
and he asked a question
Hmm.
Could you please tell me what is the difference between fluency and accuracy? Because I used to
Yeah.
think like fluency means like, ma'am, a person speaks fast. So this is the
Yeah.
fluency. But I realized that this was my misconception, because according to
Hmm.
my opinion, fluency means if we are saying anything, if we convey
Hmm.
our idea in prominent manner,
Hmm.
in articulate
Hmm.
manner, and the
Hmm.
other person is able to understand, I think
Hmm.
this is the fluency.
Yeah. So yeah, you're correct because fluency.
But accuracy,
Um, yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. You first complete. Yeah.
no, no, ma'am. So that's why I'm asking you. Please tell me what is the meaning of accuracy, like fluency and accuracy.
Yeah.
Could you
Yeah.
please?
Yeah, fluency, as you correctly mentioned, fluency is the ability to speak smoothly, not only fast but smoothly, not using a lot of fillers, not getting stuck or hesitating when you are speaking. To speak smoothly, confidently, without unnecessary pauses or hesitations, even if mistakes occur. Even if mistakes occur, they are part of the speaking system, and you go back and you remove the mistakes or change the mistakes, whatever it is. So fluency is basically speaking smoothly and confidently. But accuracy, on the other hand, refers to the correctness and precision with which you are using grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation. Like you said, that I was mispronouncing certain words. When all your pronunciations are correct, that is an accurate pronunciation, or an accurate way in which you are using pronunciations. Or when your vocabulary is good, it's built up well, and you can use words correctly, then it's an accurate vocabulary. If you're using grammar properly, like you're not making mistakes with tenses or prepositions or articles, then that is an accurate grammar. Okay, so accuracy basically means using correct elements. So grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, everything you are using correctly. Fluency is speaking smoothly, fast, without pauses. Okay,
Okay, okay, ma'am.
all
Thank
right,
you so much, ma'am.
understood. Yeah, any
Yes,
other
ma'am.
doubt that I can help you with?
No, no, ma'am, no.
Nothing? Okay, okay, no problem then. All right, then let me share the screen. You will find the new tab on your screen. Probably I will probably go away from this screen, but yeah, I have started sharing. Can you see it?
Yes, ma'am. I can see.
Yeah. Okay, great. So whenever you are ready, please read it for me.
Okay, ma'am. Can I start, ma'am?
Yeah, 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 sure.
Families are an integral part of one's life. It does not matter if you have a small or big family, as long as you have one. A family serves as the first school to the child, where one learns about various things. The basic knowledge, the basic knowledge about one's culture and identity comes from their family only. In other words, you are a reflection of your family. All the good habits and manners one has in corporate are from their family only.
Okay. Yeah. Just one thing. In the first sentence, how did you pronounce the fourth word? Families are an. How did you pronounce it?
Integral,
Okay, it's not integral. It's integral. Families are an
integral,
integral part. Okay, not even like that pronounced, but families are an
okay, integral,
integral part. Yeah, integral. Okay, so not
integral.
integral. Yeah. And
Okay, okay,
another thing, when you are pronouncing school, and this is a common mistake, any word with that starts with S, some of us have this tendency to put an E sound before that. So you said is school, which is incorrect, right? It's school. So you have to
school.
practice that. Yes, exactly. School, skill, student, everything. Everything will start with the S sound, not the E. Okay?
Okay,
All right,
school,
clear?
school.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
Another
okay,
thing that I would teach you today is you were reading well. You were also pausing when you saw full stops and everything. But I will teach you falling. Um, 1 minute. Just a minute. I can't see my own screen. Uh, yeah. Okay. Now I can see. Yeah. I would teach you falling and rising tone, which is a part of intonation. Have you ever heard about falling tone and rising tone?
Yes, ma'am. Vocal intonation. Yeah.
Yes, yes. So when you
Yes,
are
ma'am.
basically, completing one sentence, when it's going towards the full stop, you need to make your voice fall. But sometimes you're making your voice rise and stick to one cliff, and then you're going to the next sentence. What is happening for this is that I am expecting that you will say something more in the sentence, which is not coming. Like for example, if I say families are an integral part of one's life, it does not matter if you have a small or big family, as long as you have one. A family serves. So can you see that, when I'm putting it in the cliff, you're expecting something to come after that, right? Families are an integral part of one's life. What after that? But
Yes, ma'am.
maybe something like that, right? So that becomes
Okay,
an
okay.
expectation when you put it on that cliff. So what should you do otherwise? Families are an integral part of one's life. Sorry,
Once
I
live.
also, yeah, families are an integral part of one's life. It does not matter if you have a small or big family, as long as you have one. So the last word or the last two words should bring a conclusion to the sentence in terms of your voice or the tone that you use. Okay? So you have to be very careful about that. Understood?
O-
Okay?
Okay, okay.
It's difficult? Or did you understand?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay,
Can I
okay,
speak,
all right.
ma'am?
Yeah, sure. No, I was just asking that did you find it difficult or did you understand more or less what I wanted to say?
No, no, no. I understood.
Okay, okay, all right, that's great then. Okay, that was one, pronunciation and reading practice. We will obviously go into the speaking part, but let's do one more activity together and then we can just do some fun question and answer. Okay, is that fine?
Okay, okay.
Okay, so this is called the emotion game. Okay, emotion game.
Emotion
So
game.
I am, yes. So I am basically going to give you some emotions and ask you. For example, I can ask you, what makes you feel secured, or what makes you feel really angry. So things like that. So you have to give me maybe a situation or a thing that makes you feel that certain kind of emotion. Okay,
Okay,
clear? All right. Are
okay,
you
okay.
comfortable with the game?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, okay. So my first emotion is, when do you feel really irritated?
Really irritated, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. So when I feel really irritated, ma'am, when suppose I caught any accused and
Hmm.
I'm trying to some, you can say, I'm questioning anyone, anything, but he is
Yeah.
not giving any answer and he is,
Right.
you can say, beating around the bush. He is not
Yeah. Very
coming to
good.
the point.
Very
So
good.
this is the situation I usually, you can say, this type of situation irritates
Hmm.
me.
Okay, okay, very good, very good. I really like the fact that you used beating around the bush as an idiom, which is great. Just one correction, that you said that the time I feel irritate, it's irritated. The time I feel irritated is when I catch. And if you're saying suppose, it's always better to stick to present tense, like suppose if I catch someone instead of saying suppose if I caught someone. Okay, I mean, it's not a technical mistake, but still, it's better if you're saying suppose, because I'm going to suppose, I'm going to think that, okay, the situation might arise.
Okay,
So there's that.
okay, okay.
Anyways, good. Okay, good answer. Now, what next? When do you feel really sad?
Really sad, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, really sad. We can say most of the time, suppose I have to go anywhere, and
Hmm.
this is our compulsion that in our police duty, we
Hmm.
this is very difficult to reach on the right time.
Yeah.
So most of the time, I missed my party and social
Hmm.
gathering and family gathering. So
Hmm.
there's that time I feel some uncomfortable and sad. So
Right. But
why
you are
I'm
doing
doing this
such.
job and something like that.
But you are doing such a good job for us. You are protecting all of us here. So thank you so much for making those sacrifices. I'm pretty sure it must be,
Thank you, ma'am.
sad, but you're doing something good for all of us. So we all should be indebted to people like you. So thank you so much. But
Thank
yeah,
you, ma'am.
your answer was really nice. I really felt nice about it and could relate to it in a certain way, because I can understand how much I would miss if I would feel if I have to miss a certain family gathering. So I can relate
Yes,
to
ma'am.
your
Yes.
answer. Absolutely.
I'm
Go
not
on. You.
making like
Hmm. Yeah.
this is ma'am, this is the real thing. I'm not
Yeah.
making any answer of like in my mind. This
Yeah.
is the
Yeah.
real thing, so that's
Absolutely.
why I'm telling you.
Absolutely, I can understand, and of course, it must be difficult. And I am saying that if I have to miss, though I don't have to miss yet, but if I have to miss, I'll also feel really sad, right? So thank you so much again for doing this for us. But yeah, one correction: when you say most of the times, you were talking about things that you have to do on a regular basis. Sometimes you have to miss it, right, on a regular basis. So you have to use simple present. So you said most of the times I missed. Instead of saying missed, you have to say miss. Most of the times I miss family
Okay,
gatherings, and then I feel
I
sad.
miss.
Okay. Yeah, simple present is used for things that happen regularly. Okay. That and
Yes,
past, simple past is used for things that happened in the past and is not happening ever again, or will not happen
yes,
at
ma'am.
least
Yes,
regularly. Okay. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah, those were the two emotions that I wanted you to talk about today. So thank you so much for telling me your answers. But let's go to the question and answer part now. Okay. Are you ready for that? Today our topic is family. Are you ready?
yes, ma'am. Yes, and I have
Okay.
already discussed. I have already discussed on this
Hmm.
topic, ma'am. With Shruti,
Oh, you
ma'am.
have. Oh, okay, okay. So
This
I
is
don't
the
know why.
return.
Oh,
This
this
is
is
the
a
return. Like,
repeat, not return,
sorry,
repeat.
this is the
Yeah.
repeat, ma'am.
Okay, okay. This is a repeat. Then that's fine. Then we shouldn't talk about it probably.
You
But
can give me any extra. You can give me any extempore topic,
yeah,
and you
yeah,
can
yeah,
ask me anything,
yeah, yeah. I was
so
thinking
that I
about that
can
only.
speak.
Did you do a debate between not only a debate but whatever between joint family and nuclear family in the last class with Shruti?
No, ma'am. Not I discuss any debate.
Okay, okay, let's do that then. So this debate round is called switch. Okay, this is also a tricky debate. So what is switch? I will give you a statement. For example, for me, the statement probably is I Kolkata is the best city to live in. Okay, so I say start, and I start speaking in favor of this motion. That yes, Kolkata is the best city. Kolkata has this. Kolkata has that. Other cities do not have that. And I'm listening to you, and suddenly I say switch. So you have to switch your opinion and you have to say, no, Kolkata is not a good city to live in. Kolkata has this problem. Kolkata has that problem. So I have to debate with myself. Okay, okay, no problem. I was just saying, I was just explaining the game that you have to first speak in favor of the topic for that. Okay, Kolkata is the best city, and then when I say switch, you have to leave everything and go to the opposite side and say Kolkata is not the best city. Okay, so it's good because you have to debate with yourself. So you have to make use of your own loopholes and tell me, points from both the sides. Okay,
Okay,
so the
okay, okay, ma'am.
topic that I want to give you is joint family is better than nuclear family. Okay, so you have to talk about how joint family is good first, how it's better, and whenever I say switch, I can say it anytime. You have to continue till I say that. Whenever I say
Okay, okay,
switch, you have to go to the other side and say why nuclear family is better. And at the end, when you are done with the points of nuclear family, you have to give me a concluding statement. Maybe mixing both or whatever it is, however you feel. Okay, but
okay,
make
okay,
sure you
ma'am.
at least give 2 3 points. Okay, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am. I am ready.
Okay, okay, all right. So let's start then. The motion for today's discussion is joint family is better than nuclear family. You may start speaking in favor of the motion.
Okay, okay. When you talk about joint family, so there are lots of advantage and lots of pros, and
Hmm.
because if we live in joint family, so we feel very comfortable. We can share our thoughts and ideas in our siblings, our grandfather, grandmother, our parents. So this is very good, ma'am. So
Hmm.
that's why we have to live in joint family.
Hmm.
Because if we live in joint family, so we feel like very safe. So
Hmm.
that's why joint family is very good, ma'am, according to my opinion.
Okay, switch.
Because we can now I have to talk about nuclear family,
Yeah.
ma'am. Na?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I think, ma'am, according to my opinion, nuclear family is very good family
Yeah. Hmm.
because we can take any decision
Hmm.
according to me. Suppose I have to
Hmm.
go any outside and I have to go anywhere,
Hmm.
so there
Hmm.
is no need to take permission of our family member, our parents, and our siblings,
Right.
our
Right.
grandparents. So
Hmm.
we can you can say in a nuclear family we can take decision on self
Hmm.
by
Hmm.
ourselves.
Hmm.
So that's why
That's
nuclear families. according to my opinion, this is better than joint family.
Okay, that was very fun. I loved how you used both the things as your own opinion. You said that first joint family in my opinion is better, and then you said okay, nuclear family in my opinion is better. So that's lovely. So I don't actually know what you actually believe in. So which family system do you yourself believe in?
Yes, ma'am, I believe in joint family. When we talk about my
Right.
opinion, so this is the real
Hmm.
truth. I
Hmm.
want to live in joint family, but
Hmm.
this is my compulsion that due to my job, I have to
Yeah.
living in nuclear family with
Hmm.
my wife and kids. But
Right.
I really love to live in joint family
Right. Absolutely. I
because, ma'am,
understand you completely. Hmm.
but I'm living in Ratlam district. This is the 70 kilometers
Okay.
away from my native place. So, but I
Okay.
usually go to twice in a week
Okay.
in
All right.
my
All right.
family.
Right. Right. Okay. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you so much for telling me all of those things about your own life as well and what you believe in. That was lovely to hear. But there were some mistakes that I noted down, so I'll tell you about them a little. And then if you have any other question, you can ask me. Okay.
But ma'am, I would
So,
like to tell you one more thing.
yeah.
I like joint family, but if someone wants to grow in his
Hmm.
and her life, so this is
Hmm.
our compulsion that we have to leave our family for our
Absolutely.
job, for our education, for our
Yes.
future.
Absolutely.
So,
You're
ma'am.
completely correct in pointing that out. Thank you so much. But yeah, some mistakes that happened. Firstly, I liked your answers. All of them had good points and were substantial. But there were some grammatical mistakes. For example, whenever you're saying lots of something, you should pluralize the word. You said that lots of advantage and disadvantage. Lots of advantages and disadvantages. Lots mean more than one, many, right? So
Yeah.
there's that. Then when you're making generalized statement, always pluralize that word. That joint families are better or say a joint family is better. Any one of that. You can't just say joint family is better. A joint family or joint families. Okay. Then you said go any outside. Outside is an adverb here. So just say go outside. I want to go outside, not go any outside. Okay. Sometimes you're putting these words here and there which are not required, like any or this. These are not required. Then you said that um, my native place. You were talking about the native place that it is the 70 kilometer away. Before 70 kilometer, there's no need for the. The we place before particular nouns. Like there is the poisonous flower in the garden, right? So just say that my native place is 70 kilometer away. That's fine. And one last thing, you said I like to go in my family. Either say I like to go to my family or with my family, which means sat and to means to them. So I'd like to meet them and I like to go towards them. So to them. Okay? Not in. In would mean in my family does not make sense. Okay? All
Okay,
right, so
okay.
those would be my feedback. You have to work a little on those. But if you have any question or doubt, please feel free to ask me now.
No, ma'am, because you like I have been preparing for my competitive exam, ma'am, like you can say three
Hmm.
to 4 years.
Hmm.
But I know every rule and regulation. What is the we always use plural form after a lot of and some many.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
while speaking, I don't keep in my mind this type of things, and I usually you can say fumble, not a
I
fumble
understand.
while speaking. You can say I make this type of mistakes. So this is the
I
only problem,
understand.
ma'am.
Yeah, yeah. That's very common, you know. First we will know the theory and then as much as you practice, when you practice, this is only your second session, you have to practice a lot. You have to speak regularly. And slowly just be conscious about this mistake. When I'm telling you or any other tutor is telling you, be conscious that okay, this mistake is happening. So I have to be conscious. So slowly it will go away. Don't worry about that. It will take time, but it will go away. Don't worry. You just have to be consistent.
No, ma'am. Could you please give me some feedback?
Yeah,
What is my level and
yeah, your level is I think you are in the you're not a beginner. You are more in the you're approaching the intermediate stage. So you are speaking good. Just be cautious about certain pronunciations that I mentioned today and other pronunciations that other tutors might be mentioning, and something that Ashruti ma'am also has also told you in the last class. And as you can see, you have to work a little with prepositions. I feel prepositions and adverbs, those are the mistakes that you're making, and maybe something with tenses. Otherwise, you're doing good.
okay, okay,
Okay.
ma'am. Thank you so
All
much,
right.
ma'am.
All right, hopefully you had fun in the class and you learned something. And I hope to meet you again soon sometime.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Thank you so
All
much,
right,
ma'am.
thank you so much. Thank you. Goodbye. Have a good day. Thank you.